Hi, welcome to this video dedicated to the DYS X160, dedicated to the installation configuration of a receiver, because it comes without receiver, and I decided to install a PPM one, FierceKind D4L2, which is one of the best available in the market in the 2.4 GHz band. So, well, I will work it in PPM, so it means that you will have to install your jumper, crossing the signal pins between channel 3 and 4, like this. Okay, I hope you can see. Okay, great. So be sure before any connection to attach your antenna, because you will need to power your quadcopter. So if your video transmitter is working without the antenna attached, you can cook immediately your video transmitter. So things to do it, and do the calibration, the installation without any problem install. Okay, so basically you will need this cable. So it's pretty easy, and you can see you have different type of wiring. So one signal, one for PMW signal, and you have the channel 6. I hope you can see. So this one will be used to connect in PPM port. So the PPM port is on upper port, and I checked with my digital multimeters. So you have to connect the signal wire is on the top left, like this. Okay, you have to connect like this your transmitter. Be aware, double check with your digital multimeters to not be wrong. Okay, you have to read channel 6 on the top like this, and it's plugged like this. So in this case this is good, and you have just to plug on your DYS receiver like this, and it will be available. So by default the firmware operating system is Cleanfight. Okay, so basically this flight controlling board is using STM32 USB to serial link, and you have to install their associated virtual COM port. Okay, so you will need to install some software right now. Okay, the first things to do is to plug your micro USB cable. It's not provided, but you should have one around. So, okay, and not yet plug your connector, and Google with this keyword STM32 virtual conform driver, and you should have in the first link these associated web pages. Okay, you have to download this file there. It's an exe file, and you have to execute it. Okay, so I already done it, but you have to know that when you execute it, it doesn't install the driver really in the operating system. You will have to do it manually. It means that in general, the first time, or if not done yet, if you go to your device manager, okay, as soon as you will turn your USB plug like this, okay, if you go to display and go to display even hidden ports, you should have, okay, not here, but in a port there, you should have this one with exclamation points. Okay, so what you have to do, or it should appear here in the other device. So what you have to do is to right click on it. Okay, and you should install a pilot driver and go to update the driver here. Okay, and what you have to do is to manually look for a driver. So click on here manually, and you have to generally download where the VCP 1.4 exe uncompressed file is usually in program file x86 if you are in x64 device, and you have to go to your STM microelectronics directory software, and either you are in Windows 7 or Windows 8, you select one of this one, and you right click, and when you are doing OK, it will install correctly the driver. Okay, and after the virtual COM driver, which should appear now in the port sections like this, and everything will be okay. So when it's done, you have to run your Cleanfight application. So you go to application there, and you have to go run Cleanfight, and you will be able to connect your quadcopter. So okay, so now as you can see, it's working efficiently. Okay, no problem at all. So by default, I strongly advise you to back up your values here. You press here and you save them. Okay, I already done it. I already save it. Okay, and by default, if you go to the third section, you see that the default was in RX parallel PWM choice. Okay, since I will show how to install this PPM one, I click on RX PPM and save and reboot. Okay, now it's done. So basically, now you will be able, if you plug your, for example, DYS to PPM receiver like this, or any PPM one like with this channel 6, you should be able, as soon as you will power your quadcopter and your transmitter, you have to pre-bound it, of course. You will be able to see the receiver moving. So I will power my quadcopter, turn my Devo, because I'm using it to control. As you can see, I already pre-bound, so I've got a solid small green light LED there. And if I go to the receiver section, okay, you should see that now everything is moving. So be sure to, for example, for my specific model, I don't know, I have to reverse the aileron and rudder, okay. And to harm the quadcopter, you have to set this to do the endpoint, because to harm the quadcopter, you have to the throttle have to be below 1100 and the yaw should be above 1900. So you have to arm like this, and normally it's harming like this. Okay, you can see it's armed. And to disarm, press down like this, and it's disarm. So you have to do your endpoint. I can show you briefly how to do it in the Devo with deviation TX. So you have to do your rudder, and you have to play with these two functions, scale plus, scale minus. Okay, for the rudder I set to this value. I hope you can read 100, close to 100, and for the throttle I set this value close to also 112, 100. Okay, a sub-try to some try is close to 1000, one is close to, okay, yeah, just to be sure that every value is close to 1500 for our channel. Okay, so I hope it was clear for everyone to connect your PPM receiver with the DYS X160. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.